I know we're a little less than a quarter of the way through the LeBron era in Los Angeles, as last summer he decided to become a Laker. But I gotta state the obvious in the room. Let's be honest. I'm thinking it, you're thinking it, your friends are thinking it. I believe that Lakers staff thinks it. LeBron joining the Los Angeles Lakers was a failure. I'm talking about from a basketball standpoint, which last time I checked, LeBron's #1 priority in his life was the game of basketball outside of family, obviously. From a basketball standpoint, this looks like a failure. I'm looking at this Lakers team like none of this roster makes sense. Reportedly, after LeBron agreed to join Magic and the Lakers, he had say-so in the rest of the roster moves for the summer of 2018. Though it was small pickings, most of the guys had already signed, the Lakers grabbed guys that just don't make sense. As a matter of fact, most of these guys have pretty much hopped around the league. Rajon Rondo has never been able to get along with his coaching staff, and he can't shoot. LeBron has never won with a point guard that can't shoot. Michael Beasley has never been able to find someone that loves him for more than a year. Lance Stevenson is Lance Stevenson. Do I need to say more? Kentavious Caldwell-Pope has to go. Bron, we are tired of you helping your boy Rich Paul out, letting these clutch sports clients freeload contracts off your back. You paid Pope to be a knockdown shooter, and he does everything but knock down shots. The young guys are not too much better. Let me be clear. Unlike a lot of analysts out there, I actually believe all these young prospects have promising careers, but they're not ready to win with LeBron in the next 2 to 3 to 4 years. Reportedly, Josh Hart is addicted to Fortnite. I'm not even going any further than that. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not making this up. Reportedly, Josh Hart has a video game addiction, specifically Fortnite, whatever. When I look at Brandon Ingram, I can't tell if his team is up 20 points or down 20 points. Also, a quick question for you. Where is Brandon Ingram great at this point in his career? I'll wait. Lonzo Ball, he can't stay healthy. His dad won't shut up, and he can't shoot from anywhere. He doesn't get to the rim. His mid-range ain't on fleek. He can't shoot from the three-point line. And last time I checked, he's 41% at the free throw line. What kind of point guard is that? The one guy I like and I felt like could be on a team competing for a championship right now as a rotational guy out of the young group was Ivica Zubac, but randomly they traded him at the deadline to the Clippers for Mike Muscala, who's currently not in the rotation. The only two guys I'm riding with for the future is young guy Kyle Kuzma, and I like veteran JaVale McGee. But the Lakers right now are asking too much out of them. Kuzma's not ready to be a second option. I believe he could be a third option on a team that's contending in the playoffs. And you're asking entirely too much out of JaVale McGee to be a starting big who needs to score like 16, 18 points a game. He's never consistently did that in the league. Come on, Lakers. So far, Luke Walton, he can't get through to the team, but the owner, Jeannie Buss, she really likes Luke Walton. Magic and Rob Pelinka are going to bring in their guy this summer. Luke Walton will be fired. But I'm going to ask you a real question. If you're a head coach candidate out there and you see that Lakers job open up and you understand the magnitude of that position as LeBron enters the last of his prime, it looks like at least, and you see where this team is at and how they've been unable to get free agents to even give them a meeting outside of a guy like LeBron, do you really believe a head coach, a good candidate out there, is going to consider this team? And do you believe they should? What have the Lakers done to show head coach candidates out there they're going to get it right outside of signing LeBron? Acquiring other all-star talents, that's been a fail too, by the way. The Anthony Davis trade situation was embarrassing. Everybody on the team found out that they were disposable, and none of them got traded. Now we're going to have to compete with the Celtics this summer if you're a Laker fan, and they got more talent and picks to offer. Going after Kawhi Leonard last summer was a fail. Hometown kid Paul George didn't even give you a meeting. KD is on the record of calling the energy around LeBron toxic. Now I'm looking at the class of free agents for this summer. Like, who really is going to consider joining the Lakers? Klay Thompson? DeMarcus Cousins? Kemba Walker? Damn, can the Lakers get Nikola Vucevic? Damn! Listen, if LeBron came to Los Angeles to choose a movie career and be the biggest business he can be, that's fine. No one's mad at that. He's held the league down for over a decade now. But you can't seriously consider yourself still the best in the game and claim you chasing the ghost in Chicago and Michael Jordan joining that team. The Philadelphia 76ers wanted you this summer, LeBron. You opted not to choose them. You didn't show up for your meeting. You had your boy Rich Paul show up. Look at the Sixers if they had LeBron on their roster and not Jimmy Butler. Because you still could have got Tobias Harris. What you gave up for him, you still could have went and got him. You still had Markelle Fultz as a disposable trade asset, and you might have would have been able to keep Robert Covington or Dario Saric because you could have signed Bron straight up. Remember, they traded for Jimmy Butler. The two young superstars right there in your hands, and Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, and you chose Brandon Ingram, Lonzo Ball, and LeVar Ball. LeBron, so far this LA journey looks like an epic fail, bro, and I hate to see you go out like this with you leaving your prime. But at least you got this working for you. I heard you just announced a new Space Jam movie. Maybe you'll be better at Space Jam than Michael Jordan and you produce a better film. And maybe you could use that to put together your greatest of all time conversation. Because honest to God truth, I believe you're done chasing rings. You're going to have to put your 3 rings up and everything else you done with the game of basketball and your Space Jam film up against Michael Jordan's 6-0 in the NBA Finals, his 6 championship rings. Because it looks like your days of competing for the NBA championships, they're officially over. I came from nothing, but I want everything God has for me. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I still represent the culture.
I got the kids, they are now tuned in.
Yo, we locked in right now, Mr. Taliaferro.
Mr.Taliaferro.
Mr. Taliaferro. Shout out to Mr. Taliaferro.
You're watching Mr.Taliaferro TV.
Mr. Taliaferro TV. Here with the triple B's, you can't do nothing but win.